On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about hearing protection. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
All right, so we've made it through the eyes, we've made it through the hands, and we've made it through the feet so far as PPE is concerned. Personal protective equipment. Today we're going to be talking about HPDs, which is going to be hearing protected devices. So that is about your hearing in your ears. And if you're talking about agencies such as OSHA that give either recommendations or requirements for hearing protection in a facility such as a warehouse or a factory, it's going to be absolutely paramount that you follow it. And again, we've talked about this many times. It's the stuff that you do when nobody's watching that's going to be absolutely most important, because everybody will take things out at certain points in the form of earplugs or taking off earmuffs because they might be hot or they might be restricting something that you're doing. But the debris that can go into your ear, the harmful sounds, the repetitive sounds, and the distractions, and we'll talk about that in just a second, that can happen from not wearing them are much more important to worry about. And what we were talking about with distractions is, in addition to keeping your hearing protected and your ears safe, it's also important that in order to do your job effectively and be able to get things out the way that you're supposed to, that distractions don't bother you. So not only, again, is it going to protect your hearing in your ears, but you'll also be able to not be distracted by things that are going on around you other than what you're supposed to be hearing. So it's just of the utmost importance that you recognize how important it is to protect your ears and your hearing, because much like your back and some of the other things that once they're damaged you don't really get another shot, your hearing is definitely there. And if you work in a facility such as, again, a factory or a warehouse where you hear repetitive things all the time, or there's very loud bursts or debris flying around, it's just something that you never ever want to take out or take off just because it's inconvenient or hot or whatever is going on, because it's in those moments that something happens that you say, I have done it 100 times and nothing's ever happened when it happens. So make sure that you observe great hearing protection, and until we talk to you next time, have a safe day. And here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line floor tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line floor tape, the only durable stripe.